Day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The numbers for Sanders last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They hand off to their big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Here's Hurts to throw. Finding Hurts again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 57 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And they got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenneth Murray. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dancing to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. William Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Sanders. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. A nice move by Nelson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Joe Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Herbert now. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
2nd and 8 coming up.
The final shot before the break for Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Herbert back to the air. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McKinney, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ward. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to run this with a tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Running on first down, Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Herbert's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert on first down now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end.
And he's going to go down. Sacked around the 17. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second down and goal. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Bailey's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, he'll step aside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll run with Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On first down. It's Sanders, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown Eagles. Jalen Reagor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Reed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air again, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And they got the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing, Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The trouble is, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Salute, you see me. A jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news. They got an air on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right